Hello everybody, this is Howard the Teaserking coming to you with week 6 of college football. Had a fairly good week in college last week. Hit the lock, SMU, a few other games, and let's see, hit the lock, hit Fresno State over New Mexico State, Washington over SC, the free pick. Arizona, I was a little surprised with, and had the Kale under. That was a real big play. Kale under SMU. I should have locked Kale under, but what are you going to say? I was surprised with Utah State only beating Colorado State by 10 and only scoring 34 points. This is what you have to be aware of is when these new coaches come in. Even though their coach went to Texas Tech. And they would score 50, 60 points a game, give up a little bit. And here's where you get trapped. And you think, okay, the old coach came back. They have the same players, a great quarterback. And you kind of assume the same team. So I try to watch for the change in personality, which I see has happened. So when you look at Utah State, and you go, well, what happened? They average 38 a game, give up 21. But when you look at Jordan Love, they get 500 yards a game, 300 on passing, 207. But when you look at the stats on Jordan Love, it's like, what happened to the guy? He's got 300 yards a game, but he's only got 6 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. That's the coach. That's the problem with the coach. Last year, I can tell you exactly. Jordan Love last year, here's what was his stats. 32 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. You bring in a new coach, he screws with the offense, and now he's already got 5. That's the problem with the new coaches, the new quarterbacks. Lesson learned. We get off of Utah State, they're not the same. Even though they're scoring 38, they're really, I don't know. It's Colorado State they should have blown out. Their quarterback was out, their running back was out, and they made it 34-24 game. So that's where you get fooled, right? That's the problem year to year in football. This is why I tell you about watch the coaching changes, watch the quarterback changes. You don't know how they are. I remember Gardner Minshew was at Eastern Carolina and he sucked. He was terrible there. He goes to Washington State, he lights it up, but you go, well, that's the style. That's the system. It's Mike Leach. And then he goes, and now in the pros, he's looking good. So, just the case in point, that's why you've got to wait and watch these new quarterbacks and new coaches to get the new trends. That's what you have. So I'm going to talk about a real good game this week. And let's make some more money in college. Brinks was on strike last week. Teaserking's going to handle his own money this week and not have Brinks come. All right. Let's go Georgia and let's go SMU Tulsa so I can talk about SMU. The line on this is 12.5, 62.5 right now. Obviously, could change, and obviously at different casinos, it's 13 or 13.5. SMU looks terrific. Good quarterback, transfer from Texas. Let's look at SMU's numbers. So SMU, and they're in a great conference. They got UCF in the conference, and Navy, and Memphis, and Tulane looks really good. Houston, not so good. SMU scores 44 a game, gives up only 26. Shane Brissett was at Texas, so he's good. Sonny Dykes is a great offensive coach, and their defense is not playing bad. They go for 5-11 a game, and they're really balanced. 288 throwing, 222. And they're playing Tulsa. And Tulsa got killed by Michigan State, and they lost big to Oak State. They played and they beat Wyoming. They scored 21 a game, give up 26, so not a great defense. And they throw for 250, but they only run for 106, so it's really one-dimensional. 363 yards in total offense normally. But let's take a look at SMU. Let's take a look at the quarterbacks quickly. So Shane Buechele, 10 touchdowns, 5 picks, 277 a game. Tulsa is Zach Smith from Baylor, I guess. 5 touchdowns and 1 interception, so nothing to be really scared at. They're trying to run the ball a little bit more. If we look at the numbers, SMU is a home favorite, 2018 plus this year, 2-0, 5-0 as a home dog, so 7-0 at home, 13-2 against the number, in a very impressive road win at South Florida last week. Tulsa as a road dog is 4-3, 6-1 against. Now you see the method of my madness. Tulsa is not a good road dog. 6-1 against. SMU, while having been a home favorite often, is 7-0 at home. And if we go back to 17, now you really see it. They're 7-0 as a home favorite, 7-0 as a home dog, 14-0 at home, 24-4 altogether against the number if we include 2017, 2018, and this year. Tulsa, on the other hand, 7-5 as a road dog, 10-2 bet against road dog. Cha-ching. That's where we get Teaserking. This is the method to my madness. Now I've got a weak road dog, a strong home favorite who's playing great ball. They beat TCU, so if you don't think they're good, they put up a 40-something on TCU. And they beat them by 5, but still at TCU as a live dog, and they destroyed them. So as long as I can get it 7 or under, I think SMU wins the game. I think they put up 40, 50 points. I don't think Tulsa can go with them because their offense is not that strong. Case in point, Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State beat them 41-20. That's about what's going to happen here. SMU puts up 40. Tulsa puts up 20. SMU is a very strong defense. What was that final last week? SMU wins 48-21, and I guarantee you the third stringers were in late to give South Florida the score. So I like SMU. I think they're a very strong team. I think you got a very good spot. See, here's where I think Vegas is slow. They're slow on UCF until last week where they made them, 75-point favorites. They're slow on SMU. They're slow on a lot of teams, I feel. They overvalue. It's like they almost don't want bets. The bookie's supposed to get action on both teams, and then they win the juice. It's like Vegas doesn't want you to bet them. Vegas knows what's going to happen, really, and so they'll make the line so high. I mean, how many people could bet UCF laying 42? And the ironic part is they were up 42-0 at half. The starters didn't play the second half. That's the problem. This coach needs to understand and go for blood more often. You got them 42-0. You got to win that game 75-0, especially after a loss. But anyway, so SMU, they're my team. I'm gonna go strong with them, and I think they're covering. They're good to bet on, and good offense, good defense too. Very good defense. TCU put up 30-something on them, but TCU's got a really good running back. And they're going to put up points on you. But South Florida, it's garbage time points. I mean, they were up 34-0 at half. I loved it. That was my lock last week. I'm laying 1, and it's 34-0 at half. It's like game's over at halftime. That's how you're supposed to lock a game, right? Anyway, good luck. I have a really strong lock going. It's a college pro lock going Saturday, Sunday. I think it's college pro. No, it's a college. It's a college lock going Friday, Saturday. I apologize. So the lock's Friday, Saturday, so it's this weekend. About 4 or 5 strong college games. Pros, I played tonight, and then I got a couple on Sunday, but it's a strange board this week in the pros, and I'll talk to you about that when I do the pro video. Anyway, good luck. Very strong lock, very strong college this week. Sometimes the matchups aren't there. You got 7-4 offsuit. I mean, you can't play the hand. So sometimes you just get stuck with that. Sometimes you get fooled by it. Sometimes your pocket aces get beat. That's all it is, and you just move on and you get your streak back. I got to find a new lucky shirt. This was my lucky shirt for September, but now I need a new lucky shirt, so I'll go find one. All right, everybody. Again, it's www.teaserking.com. Very strong 17-unit lock this weekend. Strong college plays, pros. We got to work on and try to find something that is there. Just not. I got one strong play in the pros right now, and looking for a couple others. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend. Good luck to you. www.teaserking.com. Welcome aboard. Come on. Let's make some cash. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend.